when we were at USA Skateboarding,
Mhm.
Essentially the organization imploded on us.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, half of us went, uh, half of us disappeared before others.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so
is
bad.
there a diplomatic way for you to describe what some of the issues were for you guys? Because it was you and Mimi and Alexis,
I think
and
it's if we just don't.
you
Yeah,
all resigned at once together to sort of make a statement.
yeah. So it's easy if we just don't name people.
But
So then we're there and we're promised by the board like, oh, it's gonna be different and all good. Well, for whatever reason, they had it all against Mimi. Like, I don't know why. Like, we on the audit that happened, like the sports performance came back perfect in the audit, and then somehow they became obsessed with changing how we were doing things. Now, mind you, as the only male on that staff of us three, I got treated amazing by that board of directors. They had me in on a one-on-one. They're like, "Oh my God, Andrew, you're the best."
mm,
No questions about my salary, no nothing. They were just like, "What are you up to?" Da, da, da. For my counterpart, Alexis, they were very rude to her. They asked her how she got to that amount of money she makes. They asked her this, that, and the other, and it was
oh
like
wow,
it was very like when I'd hear these things, I'm like, that is very different than how I'm being treated. And then there was a meeting at one point where a male member of the board of directors told me like, well, Andrew, with Alexis and Mimi on the call, Alexis Sablone and Mimi Noop, two of the most incredible women to ever grace skateboarding. Like, Mimi Noop got fair pay for women before that was ever a thing in the real world. Like, at
mm-hmm.
X Games, I remember
Yeah,
reading that as a child and being like, damn, they could do that. Like, fair pay for women was so out of the question when she got it. Like,
yeah.
and so Mimi, and an amazing career herself, and then Alexis and this gentleman said, "Oh, we just got to get on a call without all these women so we could talk man to man." And I was like, "You
Oh
just
fuck.
said that in front of these two?" Like, it was just always something crazy. And I will have to say, they treated me great and thought they saw value in me, but I was not down for how they were treating the other two. And then it was just impossible. Like, where they were leading it was just going nowhere. Like, they were addressing all the wrong things. They weren't fixing anything on their end. That was the main point of things needing to be fixed. So then we were just like, we don't want to quit, but like we have to. It's the only way for the right thing to happen for the kids. Like, this program's got to be totally redone from the top to bottom, and it's not going to happen unless something drastic happens. So like, we tried to wait it out, we tried to see, and it was just like the leadership was just losing their damn minds. So then we'd quit, and then that's when all of a sudden the decertification came through from the USOPC. All those things started happening, and it sucked because I didn't want to leave that job. Like, I was getting paid complete shit before, and then after the Olympics, I got a raise to a livable California wage.
But
When I left, it hurt because I loved what I was doing a lot, and I still, like, I think I've been blessed to enough people brought my name up, and the USOPC was interested in bringing me back on. But like, I really, once I left, like, I really enjoyed what I was doing. And like,
this is a very selfish thing I'm gonna do. I want to ask, when I was fucking whistleblowing USA Skateboarding and going crazy, was I telling the truth?
that's what's messed up. A lot of people say he wasn't. He was. You were telling the truth on all kinds of shit, and it was like it was a hard pill for people to swallow, but it was the truth. And I mean, if it wasn't the truth, people wouldn't have paid you what they ended up having to pay you and do all the things they had to do. So that's where it's just funny because people want to assume things from the outsider. Brink's crazy. Brink all this. I'm like, he's literally fighting for what's right now. Mimi is Mimi is a strategist to the core, and I was
Mm-hmm.
a part of when she left. So I was following, and Alexis was following. We were following her strategy. We're going to release the statement, and we're going to shut our damn mouths and let the process play out. And
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't jump in and be like, "Brings right." Actually, like, we had to shut the hell up, and I know that was frustrating for you or for anybody else, but it was like we just had to do it that way, just
Well,
to.
yeah, but that's why you all have jobs again and I don't. But I just have a thing with like getting bullied and that situation. I was like, fuck these dudes, man. There's like fucking sexual harassment happening. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking blast all these motherfuckers. Like,
It was wild. Like
like
it
they
got
ceased
like,
and desisted me. They ceased and desisted me because I was emailing asking for my money, you know? But then I just started emailing every day and I was like, what's up, fucking losers? Like I would start the emails and they were like, you need to stop emailing us.
it was insane. Like it was, what was crazy was, what happened with, the CEO before, like happened and that sucked and it was mismanagement or whatever. But
Yeah.
then like things really went to shit. Like I could not believe like when like you'd hear, oh, this person said this, you're like, what the hell? Like everything just lost its mind as soon as like the whole first audit came and everything. And
I'm not saying my reaction was normal or smart.
then he wasn't lying.
But I just want to confirm that I am not pressuring you in any way and that I was
No,
telling the truth about everything I whistle blew.
there's no gun to my head. Rob Brink, it benefits me in no way whatsoever. I'm just telling the truth about what happened.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you. That's all. I've been
No.
waiting. That's the only reason I wanted to interview you so we can
Yeah.
stop.